Hey everyone, welcome back to BDG Reviews. What I got right now is just gonna go over what I'm listening to right now, so let's start off right front. Iron Maiden, Fear of the Dark. This is a perfect album. 10 out of 10. It is what it is, it's Maiden at their best, really. So yeah, 10 out of 10. Next up, Slayer, Seasons in the Abyss. 9 out of 10. One of my favorite Slayer albums. Of course, you got, the unholy trinity of Slayer albums: South of Heaven, Rain and Blood, and Seasons in the Abyss. It's always been one of my favorite ones, so yeah, real solid album. Next up, Watain, Sworn to the Dark. Really solid black metal album. It's Watain's Watain. They're always pretty much really solid albums. So 8 out of 10. Pick it up definitely if you're a fan. Next up, this was a complete blind buy actually. The Riffs, Dead End Dream, the punk band. I got this for like $3. So yeah, you can still find, you can still be surprised, So yeah, good, solid 7 out of 10. Really good. Pick it up. If you see it, pick it up. If you're a fan of punk, you'll probably like what you hear. Next up, Horacle by In Flames. This is actually the first In Flames album I ever got. I got another edition of it quite a while back. Solid 7 out of 10. I really kind of dug them, so yeah, that was quite fun. This is one of those remasters, digipack remasters or whatever. Pretty good. Next up, sorry about that. This Gorgoroth, Twilight of the Idols. I'm gonna give this 7 out of 10. This is Gaul era Gorgoroth with Gaul on vocals. I haven't always been the hugest fan of that era of Gorgoroth, but it's okay. It's not as good as the new stuff or the old stuff, but is what it is, right? It's still pretty fun. Next up, Black Dahlia Murder, Ever Black. This was the first Black Dahlia Murder album I ever picked up, and I bought it for the cover. I'm going to be honest, like, I saw that cover and I thought, that could be pretty damn good. And it was. I really like this album. You can pick it up pretty cheap now, because it's a bit of an older release. Solid 8 out of 10. Give it a shot. Definitely give that a shot. You won't regret it. Next up, Behemoth, The Apostasy. I'm going to stick with what I've said before, in that I prefer Evangelion to a lot of the other Behemoth albums, but this is a close second. So it goes kind of Evangelion, Apostasy, Satanist, and then so on and so forth. I dig Behemoth, I really do. Like I said, I just happen to prefer Evangelion to The Apostasy. But still, 9 out of 10. Still a great album. Next up, Dark Funeral, Where Shadows Forever Reign. I was really surprised at this. This is the new, it's a 2016, so it's a new album. I picked this up brand new for $12.99, so I was quite pleased with that, Solid black metal. If you're a fan of black metal, give it a shot. It's a solid 8 out of 10. I say solid a lot, don't I? Oh well. It was a pretty good album. I really enjoyed that. Now, last up for CDs is the legendary one and only Motorhead, Ace of Spades, Deluxe Edition. you can't go wrong with Motorhead. It doesn't matter really what album, but Ace of Spades is a classic. So yeah, 10 out of 10. Pick that up. Now, just quickly, there's a couple other stuff I'm listening to right now. I don't have the CDs of this. You can listen to it online on Bandcamp. I've been listening to the Jasons and the Black Rats. Now, the Jasons are essentially horror punk, but where most horror punk goes the Misfits route, they decided to go the way of the Ramones. So, you like the Ramones, give them a shot. Definitely they're a pretty fun band, I gotta say. And the Black Rats, are pretty much, psychobilly, horrorbilly, if you will. Some pretty fun stuff also. Like I said, you can check those guys out on Bandcamp. Yeah, so, both of those I'd give 9 out of 10 for both those bands. Pretty solid stuff. You know, so maybe check it out on Bandcamp. If you like it, give it a shot. It's definitely worth it. Well, that's it for now. See you next time.